All of that. So we're gonna jump into the keys of the week.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? As soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life.
All right, you know how this goes, everybody. Sometimes Key Collector helps us out. Sometimes it leaves us in a dark abyss of nothingness. But here we go. Batman Incorporated number 8. First full appearance of Joker Incorporated. Tap Dance Man, Corvus Kyle, Ghoul, Alpaca, Dusty Bronco, and Die Laughin'. Is that like a term? Die Laughin'? Like, oh my God.
Kind of a stupid name, but all right.
Here's some variants. This is the 1 in 25.
I think that's it.
Know. Yeah.
They kind of fell in love with those character
designs. Yeah, like the design variants. Yeah. Next up, Junkyard Joe number 6. Of course, we're on Key Collector, and it's a non-key on the keys of the week because we always love that when that always happens. This book is gonna cost you $5, and they don't even give you any key facts for this book. It's just key of the week. This is what we deal with here with Key Collector. My God. Next up, Ancient Enemies, The Wraith and the Sun, number 1. Spun off from Ancient Enemies, the original Wraith and her son must navigate through the tragedies of their past with the hope of building a better future.
That's another non-key.
That's another non-key from Frank Miller Presents. The 2 out of the 3 first keys are non-keys. Could you believe it?
Another non-key.
Another non-key. I think they're just playing with. I think
it's the non-keys of the week.
Key Collector, you messing with us now. Count Dante, number 1. This will cost you $5. A reporter interviews a man who fought alongside Count Dante, an iconic and controversial karate master who operated in the 1970s. Huh. Okay. A little.
The artwork looks pretty good.
Yeah, a little Master of Kung Fu inspiration in there.
With a slant of Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
It looks like Starsky and Hutch, the bottom half of that cover.
Yeah, it does. Starsky and Hutch meets Master of Kung Fu.
Meets Interview with the Vampire. I kid you not. I'm getting the vibes.
Next up from Boom Studios, we got Ghost Lore number 1. This will cost you $5. An estranged daughter and her pastor father, wander a haunted land with only the restless spirits, each with its own story to tell as company along the way.
So has anybody read this one?
No.
I always like horror comics, so I'm curious.
Very interesting, yes. And it's from Boom, so...
they put out some good stuff.
Joe, I can't imagine what would attract you to horror comics.
He looks like the Star Trek guy, Kirk. The new Kirk.
Oh, Chris Pine, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little Chris Pine-ish. I think.
It's Colin Buck. There you go.
Yeah. But who's the artist?
Churns out like $50 a day or something.
He does Dark Arc, right? Is that his?
He does so much stuff I can't keep up with what he's working on. I feel prolific sometimes, and then I'm like, oh, there's Colin Bunn.
Next up, Kong, Great Wall number 1, another non-key for you guys out there. A lost German U-boat lands ashore on Kong Island. It's all over. Kong destroys Nazis. This is what we're doing here? Yep. That'll cost you $4. Next up, Murder Inc. Jagger Rose number 1. 5 families of organized crime never lost their strange hold on the United States. And now...
Stranglehold.
Oh, sorry. Stranglehold on the United States. And now, half the country is a smorgasbord of sex and sin ruled by loyalty and family values.
It's another non-key.
Another non-key. Yo, what is this? What is this? Oh my God!
Well, it's interesting. Is I wonder if it's a one-shot though, because it's Murder Inc. : Jagger Rose.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it would be a one-shot, right?
Right.
It's Brian Michael Bendis
and Oming. So they worked together before. So
yeah. All right. Next up, Quicksand number 1 from Scout Comics. A mysterious.
This is Jonathan Hendricks. This is his name.
Hendricks. Mysterious hole opens in the Egyptian desert, spewing horrific creatures that threaten to wreak havoc upon the world. All right.
He's the one that writes Dream Master.
That's right. Yeah, he does
Is
that.
he?
He does the recount, a couple other things.
That's right. Recounts.
Yeah,
he's
he's
fairly
a
new.
friend. He's a nice guy.
In fact, since you mentioned Dream Master, shout out to Demetrios over there at Black Box. He gave me the dope Ninja Caden shirt.
Yeah.
Told you I was gonna rock it, my G. Check him out on IG and all that. He's got great comics out there. All right, next up, something epic number 1. Another non-key. Outside our perception, creative thought takes physical form with only a handful of individuals known as epics able to interact with this hidden world.
It's a cool cover.
Yes, it is a cool cover. Simon Kudranski.
I kind of like it. What's the company putting this out though? There's no branding.
Let us see. Image.
Oh wow.
That's weird. That must be the Virgin cover.
One man show there too.
Yeah,
Wow.
you see that, right?
Wow.
Writer, cover, artist. Look at that.
It's killing it.
Next up, Within Temptation number 1. This will cost you $7. In the future, a battle rages between two species: an advanced humanoid species ruled by techno-organic matriarch against a cruel race of artificially intelligent aliens.
Sci-fi.
From Opus.
What is Opus? I don't hear about them that often.
Yeah,
but
they don't put out too much. But it's not a bad cover.
it's pretty
Not a
cool.
bad cover.
It's like a heavy metal album cover.
Yeah. That is a key. Next up, Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker number 1. 6-issue limited series in Sean Murphy's White Knight universe. A coming-of-age supervillain tale starring Jackie and Bryce, the children of Harley Quinn and Joker.
I've been enjoying this universe. What's funny is it says it's 6 issues now, but you watch it'll be 7 because it always seems about issue 4 or 5. He goes, I didn't quite get it in, so I got to do one more issue, which is fine. But
man, I gotta say, they are really they did the White Knight stuff and they built upon it, and this is its own thing now. You know what I mean? I got to give them the credit. Like, they really went forward with it, and I guess it's successful because they keep
He's
doing
like one of the only people at DC that gets to write and draw his own stuff too. It's crazy.
Interesting. All right, next up, Dawn of DC, Green Lantern number 1. Premiere issue of an ongoing series backup story featuring John Stewart.
And it has Hal Jordan on the front.
And there's a whole bunch of variants.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Like one shop has one variant for each ring.
oh, is that right?
And like it's $25 each, $1.99 if you get a set, and $6.99 if you get a 9.8 set from them. That's CGC certified. I'm like, wow. But I'm looking forward to the series.
One of my favorite superheroes is Guy Gardner, oddly enough. So there you go.
I'm sure he's gonna.
I don't feel like that's the odd match you think it is. And I have a special place for him too.
Next up, Spirit World number 1, 6-issue limited series featuring newly introduced character
Xanthi.
Xanthi. I guess
Xanthi.
he's Xanthi. So I guess he was in the Free Comic Book Day issue, right?
Probably. I was gonna say,
wait,
isn't Xanthi a demon name from something?
Possibly. It's in the Spirit World.
So why not?
It's a big
Is
sword.
this, from what I'm getting, is this a push for Asian characters?
Well, it's Asian and Pacific Islander.
Yeah, because I think the
month,
Free
right?
Comic
no,
Book
that
Day,
just ended. That just ended.
they had like
Right.
3 characters on the Free Comic Book Day one,
Right.
and they were all Asian characters. So I'm wondering if this is a push for Asian characters.
What's done with DC? I've missed out on this. I saw that little marker up there on the upper right.
Well, it's funny that you asked that. Dawn of DC is DC's attempt to reboot, not reboot their
Soft
universe
reboot.
for the 150th.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
time.
don't they do this every year?
They
Like,
really
that
kinda
wasn't
do.
working last year. We're rebooting.
I like. Well,
I have no idea.
I don't consider this a reboot, and I jokingly call it a soft reboot. I think the appropriate term that we should use is this is a jumping on point.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's reboots, soft reboots, and jumping on points. No one's origins have been reshuffled in the recent events, so therefore I wouldn't call it a reboot. But there's a lot of number ones, so therefore jumping on points.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of like a
new
restart.
storylines. This is how
Yeah,
you-
new creative teams, new storylines.
Yeah.
Oh!
We missed some comments. Angel says he's gonna grab 10 copies of that.
Of
I
course
forget
he
which ones we're talking about, but Angel's always grabbing them
Oh, he
copies.
was-
No, dude, that was so long ago.
Something epic.
Oh,
It was something epic.
He's
It was
like,
epic.
oh, epic. He says he's gonna get
Something
10
epic,
copies
Don't
of
do
epic.
that.
Yeah, don't do that. That's what he said. They consider first issues a key.
Of course.
Of course they do. And he said
Well,
epic
because
is
it's the
going to be a
introduction of
hit.
a new
Pick it up.
character, right?
Yeah. All right. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man number 25. This is the 1 in 100 variant covered by Donald Sofriti.
What Disney fanatics are out there?
That are
That
also
are-
Marvel fanatics.
I don't understand. Like, I'm like, this is like cute, but these things are just popping and exploding. Like, I'm like, all
I think
right.
there's more Disney fans than there are comic book fans. I think that's
Probably. I like maybe
That's-
that helps
yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there are too, but I don't think there's a whole lot of crossover where you're going to get Disney fans to go, I have to go to a comic book shop and get this.
I think it depends on the character, right? Like if you're really attached to Ursula, then you might go get a Little Mermaid thing if they ever made one of those. I don't
Yeah.
know. They probably did.
If they make one of Ursula, I'll be the one fighting for it.
I think this is just them getting ready. They're gonna do an ongoing series of this. They're gonna do
Of the Avengers as Mickey Mouse.
yeah, as how you see this right here. They're just getting you ready. This is gonna be a book. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
I mean,
Earth.
Since
Earth-
they-
D191.
Mightiest Mouseketeers.
So they're just getting you ready for that. And then the regular cover from Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue number 25. It's 56 pages. Will we finally get the reason
No,
for what Peter Parker actually
It better
did?
be this.
Nope.
This better be the issue. Because I can't anymore.
I'm not even reading
are
Spider-Man.
they
I'm going
still
to say
trying
no.
to get them back together from One More Day?
Who even
It's
knows,
funny,
man?
it's funny
Who
that
even
you asked
knows?
that, Joe. It's funny.
She's
that you
got
asked.
superpowers. She's got stepchildren that look like Peter and they don't look like the father. It's all over the place.
So,
man.
so you know how they're separated from that event and all that. So they finally got them back together. So what did they do next? Immediately throw them in another dimension that ended up separating them for like years. And Mary Jane has whole new babies and a husband and everything
Stepchildren.
when he
They're
goes to find them
stepchildren.
again. So yes, they brought them together just to rip them apart again. They do it.
You
to
want to
Peter
know what's
Parker.
great? That whoever the editor is didn't even catch it. The names of the stepchildren are different from issue 1 to where we are now in the story.
That's awesome.
Maybe that's a multiverse plot point. I don't know. Maybe he's switching.
Listen,
around.
if they want to be cute about it, they'll make it a multiverse plot point. I don't know.
Next up, Extreme Venomverse number 1, anthology of stories featuring alternate reality versions of Venom, including one that features Eddie Brock as Spider-Man. First appearance of Venom as a samurai. Oh, we got some.
That's kind of cool.
We got some variants here. Extreme Venomverse, the 125. This is by.
Looks like Greg Land or something.
Rod
Oh,
Reese.
Rod Rice.
Rice.
Rod Hayes, but yeah, whatever. Yes. I love him.
I do like that cover a lot.
Oh, I may have to fight for this. Well, green shirt guy, now we know what our fight video is going to look like.
There you go. Well, yeah, you're right.
There's only one. Next up, Silk number 1. Silk number 1. Premiere issue of another Silk
That's right.
series. How many more Silk series are we gonna get here?
At least this one.
They're
It's
really
not
trying with
off
Silk.
before the first issue of their original series started. I was like,
Yeah,
Is
they're
it
still
good?
doing it.
Are her books-
New one.
are
I
the
don't
books
know.
about her good? I don't even know what her story is.
They're not good enough because they keep redoing it.
Well, the thing is,
That's a
they are
gorgeous
good
cover
enough.
right there.
She's a niche character, right? So it's
Yeah.
one of the things where like, oh, there's a public that likes her, but not enough that we want to do this as an ongoing, but that we got to keep bringing her back to the limelight.
Yeah.
Well, and what you know,
Um,
what's funny that considering we were talking about they're trying to introduce Asian characters, why don't you just push her forward?
Well, that's what they're
Or,
doing.
or add her to another
Yeah.
book with another Asian character to kind of give
We-
it some.
You
some
have to.
gusto.
You can't just have a book. You got like, if you want to explode a character and you're somebody like Marvel, you have to have an event that has
Mhm.
meaning and put her at the center of
That's
it,
so-
so
so
everybody can see.
crazy. That's crazy. Is that true?
Angel says this has to be the 5th Silk series since he got back in comics in 2018, and he's probably right.
Sounds about right.
Number one sell.
They do.
It's an unfortunate fact.
We've got to hold on.
You're back. You're
Hold on.
back. You're back.
We're
We
back?
were okay. You're the one who was not okay.
You were
Okay.
saying, Joe?
All right. Couple.
Yeah,
we're
no, I
still-
was. I don't know. I forget.
Number ones.
The number
Oh.
one sell.
Yeah, number one sell, and that's why these publishers keep doing that. You know, it's like no one buys issue 342; they buy issue 1.
Very true. Very true. Everybody's back. All right. This is a Nakayama. That's a
Gorgeous
great
cover.
cover, man. That's a great cover. I was not going to get a silk cover. This is the one in 25, though. I might have to fight you guys for this.
You have to fight for that one.
You don't have to fight me.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you're gonna have to fight Rob. Can't wait to watch.
Got something for Rob. Next up, Spider-Man 2099, Doc Genesis number 2.
Oh,
First
first
appearance
appearance of Blade 299, 2099.
Yep. And first appearance, don't forget Flipside 3.0.
Who's Flipside?
Can't forget that guy.
Which one? Oh, is he the Venom looking dude?
No, I think he's the other guy,
That's
the
Blade.
samurai. Oh, that's Blade. Okay, yes, then I guess you're right. Maybe that is Flipside. He's the opposite of Spider-Man. Next up, oh boy, they're doing it.
I had
Oh boy,
2 of these copies when I was a kid.
but this was gonna cost you $8.
I was gonna say,
gotta-
like the original could probably cost you like
It's
$8. You could probably get a good original.
Yeah.
This is a reprint of the biggest selling comic book of all time, X-Men number 1, the gated folder. This comic went on to sell over 8 million copies. Jeez.
You had to get all 5 covers or whatever, and then the
Yeah.
gatefold.
I don't think that will ever be done again.
No,
You can only help, man. You know,
What, like- What do you mean you think they'll never be done again?
8 million copies?
Oh, well,
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say what? Multiple variants making a gatefold.
No.
Like I'm like that'll happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
that we also said that you never see the foil covers again, but they're back.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, they came back in a retro manner, but they're here.
All right.
What's your favorite gimmick cover?
Oh my! The holograms. Do you remember the X-Men holograms? That was my favorite one. They look great.
Like on Fatal Attractions and stuff like that.
yeah. Those are dope.
And they had a bunch of Spider-Man ones too. I love those. That was my favorite gimmick cover.
Those
So,
are-
those are the keys of the week. We're going to jump right into the hot books. We got them over at coverprice.com. At number 10, we've got Fantastic Four number 67. This is the first appearance of him, later
Which
to
is
become
Adam
Warlock, which appears in the Guardians of the Galaxy. At number 9, we have the cover B. I believe this is Roberto. Umberto.
Yeah, Umberto, right? That looks like a Ramos.
Yeah.
Number 8 is the book that you didn't get, Sam.
Hold on a second now. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's the Humberto Ramos cover. Now, the thing with Spider-Man 8, as you see, there's 3 of them up there, but we'll get to them. Number 8, of course, is Green Shirt Guy likes to smush in our face. I did
I
not
got
get
it.
one of these, but he
I
got
didn't get one.
both covers. You know,
Right.
I didn't get both of them.
Green
I got
Shirt
the-
Guy.
I got the B cover.
Oh, okay. Well, I got no cover.
That never came back. Like that's just like gone.
It's
Like,
gone and it's not coming back. Let it go. Fantastic Four number 211. This is the first appearance of T-Rex. It's rumored that he will be appearing in the Fantastic Four movie. He will be the first villain of the
that.
trilogy.
Oh, they're not going to make it Doctor Doom again?
No. They're gonna save Doom. Number 6, we have Free Comic Book Day RuneScape. I was
It's
looking
the
up the
first
prices.
time-
Yeah, first RuneScape in comics. This is going for $20 right now.
Is
You
that
can
right?
imagine that. A free comic is going for $20.
That's cool.
At number 5, we have Spider-Man number 7, first appearance of Spider-Boy, still on the list. At number 4, we have the Rob Liefeld homage cover to Secret Wars 8 from Spider-Man number 8, which is officially the first full appearance of Spider-Boy. Number 5 is the cameo appearance. At number 3, we have the cover A, which is interesting. Has anybody been reading this?
No, I stopped reading Spider-Man a while ago.
So it's Peter got this idea that he wants to help everybody, so he put his spider sense with the help of Norman Osborn to 100, where he not only hears danger from everybody, not just himself. And Spider-Boy is like, "Oh no, you did it again, Peter," which we don't know who Spider-Boy is. We're like, "What do you mean you did it again?" And he's gonna go around, he's gonna try to save Peter Parker. But Peter's having an overload on his spider sense. Number 2, Star Wars number 34. This
that
book
just
is
Came
going,
out, right?
yeah,
that was last
yeah.
week.
That was
That's going
2
for
weeks
about
ago.
$20 to $30. Over a cameo appearance of a guy named Dr. Kawato. He shows up at the end. He's just a Kyber scientist who knows how to work with the Kyber crystals. And at number 1 is another free comic book that came out on Free Comic Book Day, but was only given to certain stores, causing this book to skyrocket. It's about a $30 to $40 book now.
It was,
And it's
one of them was not Alternaverse.
Yes, one of them was not the Alternaverse. Those are your cover price top 10. CBSI Hot 10. These are the honorable mentions. At number 10, Poison Ivy. Number 12, the Jenny Frison 1 in 50 foil. It's going for about 60 to 80. Oh wait, I didn't do the honorable mentions. Sorry. Honorable mentions. Target Comics from 1942. Number 8, CGC 6.5 went for $4,800.
Woo.
Says seeing Hitler depicted as being taken out is quite satisfying for some reason. Return of the Jedi, Lando number 1, Ryan Brown 1 in 100 Virgin variant.
Here's what's funny is Lando lost that hand.
Indeed, this is going for $100 to $110.
No, but he
Good cover.
look how much he put in the middle. He lost that hand based because we played this 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Jumping over this number 10, go to number 9, Power Girl number 5. This is a Guillaume March 1 in 10. A 1 in 10 is going for $110 to $140 now. That's
Crazy.
wild.
It's not too wild. Number 1, it's a 1 in 10 variant. Number 2, that book is over 10 years old now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Easily.
and
Well,
it,
look
did
at the-
not, it did not have a large print run, so it's got all the. It's got
Was that
all
the first run on Power Girl where they were doing that thing where they were making her breasts bigger
right
every
back.
cover just to see if anybody was paying attention? was that run, right?
It was the original. Yeah.
No, this is the original run where they were just trying to figure out, like, you know, who is she? How does she fit into the multiverse? You know, into the multiverse. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then, you know, it's like, aha, she is from Earth 2.
Uh-oh. Did we
Oh,
lose
Sam.
him?
I think we lost Sam.
So yeah, I think it was maybe it was the 3rd or 4th appearance. They started like making her boobs bigger every time you saw them.
Right. Yeah. And it was how long is it gonna take for? And nobody caught it because almost nobody's buying that book,
Yes.
which is funny. I wonder how many times. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Spider-Boy, I mean, this has been wildfire for people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys own this or?
We do, most of us.
So what's the besides the quick like story I got, like, is this going to be an ongoing character now? I mean, or is this all spec stuff?
As far as right now, he's going to be sticking around. Who knows?
Yeah, he's around for now.
Maybe he'll disintegrate at the end. Number 7, She-Hulk. Number 12, the Jae Hung Lee 1 in 100 Virgin variant. It's going for 175 to 200. Now 250. Wild stuff right there. Number 6, Do You Poo variants.
Come on.
Come on, you're not even giving me a price here or anything like this. So how do I even know?
I mean, yeah, doesn't he do print runs of like 1 of 10s and then like 1 of 50s and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Pooh Terra.
Oh,
Flesh poo from hell. Plush,
And then
Plush
doesn't he
Poo
do
Poo
like
I truly would like to know the appeal. These have been selling well for months.
Well, ever since Pooh and Piglet fell into public domain,
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
and
now,
Honey.
you know what's funny is I see Tigger on here, although it doesn't have to be Tigger, right? But Tigger still has protective licensing around. And
I think
or,
there is the reason he because the guts of this book are always the same. It doesn't matter how many thousands of covers are out there for it. It's always the interior is the same, and I think it plays into some law about parody.
right.
So as long as he doesn't make an issue 2, he's not violating any parody laws or something.
But you could tell Pooh and Piglet stories all you want. You know, like Blood and Honey.
Yeah,
Like-
you could make a Winnie the Pooh comic tomorrow.
Number 5, Amazing Spider-Man number 41. CGC 3.5 went for 350. 4.5 went for 500. And 7.5 went for 975. This is all on the tails of being announced that Rhino will be the villain in the Kraven the Hunter movie.
Is it going to be Paul Giamatti?
No,
Yeah,
it's not
right.
going to be Paul Giamatti.
Yo, Sony has no chill in telling the weirdest
Yeah.
Spider-Verse stories ever.
Well,
They're like,
that's
we don't
like,
need a Spider-Man.
we don't even care if it's good. We just don't want to lose the property, so we'll put something.
Yeah, like we'll lose money on this, no problem.
we're
You know?
gonna get the Spider-Man license, and get this, we're gonna make everything except Spider-Man.
right. But we're gonna make Venom fight another Venom that looks exactly the same color at night.
Yeah, that was
I
wild.
still can't understand that.
That
movie.
was wild. Number 4, Fantastic Four, number 211. A CGC 9.6 went for 260. Oof. Number 3, Fantastic Four, number 48. A 1.0 went for 800. 5.0 went from 1920, and a 6.5 for 2600.
Oof.
First appearance of Galactus.
Who was the spec on the game Galactus? Was it Banderas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas will be Galactus.
Ugh.
I think that's also the first appearance of Silver Surfer too.
Yeah, you are right.
I think that's the first Silver Surfer in that one.
You are correct. You are correct. There's that wacky Star Wars book, number 34. That's up there. And then number 1, Rocketeer, Planes, Trains, and Dames. Adam Hughes Kickstarter variant. It's going for 75 to 120 bucks. There's about 1,000 people back this project. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So those are your hot comics of the week. Do you guys have any of these comics? Let us know in the comment section below. Do you have any? You're gonna get any of the key comics? Put it in the comments.